Number 10. 44 Reptiles. Remember the action thriller Snakes on a Plane starring Samuel L. Jackson? Well, this passenger outdid this Hollywood star in a big way. Among clothes and other personal items, this 24-year-old man was caught smuggling 24 shingleback lizards, 16 blue-tongue lizards, 3 black-headed pythons, and a very rare and valuable albino carpet python, all packed in his suitcase. Albino carpet pythons are an extremely endangered species, with numbers estimated to be as low as 100, and worth approximately 9,000 euros. The animals were later transported to the Sydney Wildlife World, and the man was arrested for exporting native species without a permit. Number 9. Into the suitcase. This new technique thieves have discovered is about to freak you out. No one would ever imagine that a thief would actually smuggle himself inside luggage, to then reappear and steal valuables from other travelers. How clever. This man had an accomplice place him inside a large suitcase and then checked him onto a shuttle bus heading to the Barcelona airport. The idea was that once inside the luggage compartment, he would free himself, rob valuables from other travelers' bags, and then hide again. However, the baggage porter noticed the suitcase was rather heavy and called the transport inspectors. Police officers later confiscated and opened the suitcase, which revealed a man curled up like a contortionist, clenching a knife and a flashlight. He was handcuffed and arrested on the spot. Number 8. Alarm clock bomb. A young Canadian teenager created quite a scare for airport officials when he attempted to take with him an alarm clock that resembled a bomb on board a plane heading for Vancouver. Amazingly, this scare caused the airport to be closed for more than 3 hours as bomb experts and other explosive technicians came on the scene to investigate more. The makers of the alarm clock nootropic designs were immediately contacted and had told to advise potential buyers that the toy can cause fatal panic attacks and that it should never be taken to or near any airport. The teenager, although begged, was charged with a public mischief offense. Honestly, if you ask me, that's probably the best it's gonna get. Number 7. The cocaine cast. Drug smugglers will go to the extreme of extreme, just to pass airport security systems and export illegal drugs. A man by the name of Bobby thought he could pass airport security points in a wheelchair with a broken leg. Well, he was wrong. Attempting to export more than 10 pounds of cocaine from his hometown Chile to Barcelona, authorities discovered the drugs neatly packed into a 6-pack of beer and in 2 hollow stool legs. But that was not all. His cast was completely made of cocaine. Using the cobalt thiocyanate test, airport officials applied the chemical to the cast, which then turned blue, indicating the presence of the illegal drug. Authorities believed the man willingly broke his leg so that in the event officials should x-ray his leg, they would have seen it was broken and shown him some pity. Number 6. Well, that's a mouthful. A woman was caught at the customs security checkpoint at a Chinese airport with a bottle of liquid. She was then advised to either drink the liquid or discard the bottle. She complied by taking a huge gulp, but refused to swallow the content. This raises suspicions of the airport officials who asked her to spit it into a bucket. Well, they were all stunned when the content in the bucket revealed small black tadpoles swimming around happily. She tried to soften the security team by explaining that they were just a gift and she didn't want to just throw them away. The security officers didn't share the same sentiments and dumped the liquid into the trash bin. Come on, don't be too harsh on her, she only had a frog in her throat. Number 5. Slamming Cognac. Alcohol connoisseurs will tell you that any cognac with its rich history and smooth, sweet flavor profile is a unique and timeless drink. This delicious alcoholic beverage can be a luxurious collectible liquid when aged to perfection. Having recognized the benefits of a careful aging, a woman by the name of Zhao wanted to carry a 700ml bottle of Remy Martin XO Excellence back with her to the US from China. However, Chinese aviation laws prohibit any bottle of alcohol exceeding 100ml aboard any flight. Not wanting to waste any of her money, Zhao placed the bottle to her lips and drank it all. It wasn't long after before the intoxicated woman began rolling on the floor and shouting, more, please, I want more. She was deemed too drunk to fly and of course she missed her flight. However, she later apologized to airport authorities for her outrageous behavior. Number 4. Hairpin knife. It goes to show that everyone knows no sharp objects or instruments should be carried onto the plane. A Chinese woman flying from China to Brazil was arrested by police officers who detained her for more than 2 hours after she attempted to pass metal detectors with a rather unusual hairpin. Wedged in her extremely long hair was a small titanium kitchen knife. When the alarm first went off, the scanning security officer immediately saw the knife on the monitor. When confronted, she explained she had bought plenty of fruits and she only wanted to cut and eat them before boarding the long flight to Brazil. The flight was delayed as the remaining passengers were checked thoroughly as well. Number 3. Sandwich turtle. One man thought he could have evaded airport officials with a KFC meal deal box. How, you may ask? Well, this 27-year-old science researcher named Li was attempting to board a Chinese plane headed to Beijing when an X-ray technician noticed what looked like legs protruding from a KFC Zinger sandwich, which he had tucked in a secret compartment inside his carry-on luggage. Faced with the evidence, Li denied all allegations that he had any animal. However, when airport officials removed the sandwich and exposed the reptile all covered in cheese and mayonnaise, he confessed in tears that he only wanted to take back home his dear beloved turtle. They denied him the opportunity, and the turtle was given to a close friend for safekeeping, who came to the airport and collected the turtle customs officials later nicknamed Zinger. Number 2. Monkey in underwear. Working at the airport sure must be fun, catching silly travelers with their weirdest things in an effort to take home a piece of their vacation with them. But knowing what to take back with you is very important. But maybe not everyone knows that there are scanners and cameras at the airport at all times. After spending almost a month in Dubai, one smart man from New Delhi decided to take back something memorable with him. I bet you could have never guessed, but hidden in his underwear was a 7-inch loris, a native monkey of Southeast Asia. Lorises have been part of the folklore of Southeast Asia for at least several hundred years. Normally, their remains are buried under houses and roads to bring good luck, or they can be used to make traditional medicines, like love potions or cures. Luckily for this man, this little fellow did not want a banana while locked away in his pants. Number 1. The dead husband. Grieving the death of a loved one can be so heart-wrenching, even to the point that letting go really isn't an option. Miss Gitta Durant was one such wife that found it almost impossible to say goodbye to her beloved husband, Kurt Durant, a 91-year-old Army veteran. Miss Durant and stepdaughter, Anika Durant, thought it would be awesome if all three could fly to Germany and have their last family vacation with this wonderful husband and father. But there was one slight problem. Mr. Durant was already dead. Attempting to wheel Mr. Durant past airport officials quickly in a wheelchair, wearing his favorite beach glasses and hat, Miss Durant was stopped. During further investigation, officials concluded he was dead. Both women insisted that Mr. Durant was still alive and that he was just taking a nap. They were both arrested but later released as there wasn't enough evidence to press charges against them.